Kieran here again. Hope you're all good. Thought I'd do another sort of making of video. A few weeks ago, or maybe it was about a month ago now, I did a video how I vlog, and it was kind of technical stuff, like what camera I use. Because I know when I started, it's hard to find out those things when you start vlogging, and it could be useful to people to spill this stuff. I thought I'd do another episode in this series. There might be a third one coming up as well, where I'll talk about how I vlog in terms of preparing my kind of speech, or like monologuing ability. Okay, basically, I generally I don't edit my videos much, and I don't script them. So it is a matter of sticking a camera on my face and trying to say what I want to say. It doesn't come particularly easy to me, but it does get easier as you practice it. I'd say it's just about anyone could probably do it. It is easier than making speeches in front of other people live, because you can do another take. You can do many takes, and you can get into editing if you're really having trouble saying the whole thing that you want to say in one go. Plenty of very good vloggers do always seem to have a kind of jump or two in their videos, so they obviously don't do it quite so well in one take. To begin with, I think what I used to do was, very to begin with, I think about a year before I started vlogging, I kind of did a kind of screen test, and I wasn't particularly happy with the way my voice kind of sounded on tape. It always sounds a bit weird to people, I think, to oneself. And I thought maybe I'd lose some weight before I started doing it, but that didn't really work out. I think a year later I just kind of started vlogging anyway, and had a bit of trouble, being articulate enough to do a monologue. It's obviously not a natural thing that we do in real life. Thankfully, most of us don't monologue too much. I'm not a massive monologuer in conversation, I think. So I think I kind of recited what I wanted to say in my head a few times, and then I put a clock on to see how long that was taking in my head, and then I think I made some bullet points from what I was saying so I wouldn't forget it. And then I got the camera running and a clock running. I think I used to use my mobile phone at that time as a timer. Then monologue for I have the bullet points in front of me, I think written on the laptop screen, but obviously you can write it anywhere. And try and remember it from the bullet points. And even then, I used to do more than one take. What used to particularly happen is, like, within about the first minute, I used to just tangle a sentence. Like, I'd reach for a word and I wasn't able to remember the word in time, and just sounded stupid because I'd kind of start a sentence and I'd go for the second half of the sentence, kind of thing. I don't know why that's gone away. That problem seems to have gone away. I think towards the end of the video and these days generally, I kind of don't give a shit if I fail to find a word. I just kind of mumble my way through it somehow. I've been vlogging for about 3.5 years, so getting on for 4 years. I think about halfway through my reign of terror, I stopped doing the bullet points. I think I just found that I don't know why. One day I did it without the bullet points, and I sort of remembered 80% of what I wanted to remember, and that was kind of good enough. Actually, if I remember something really important that I wanted to say, I can always. I do have editing software now, which I didn't have for the first year or so, and I can just film myself doing an extra bit and then sort of add it on to the end. But it gets a bit ridiculous if you do more than one, because I sort of say goodbye and then go, oh, and another thing, and then I say goodbye, and then another thing, and I say goodbye, and it's a bit shit. So that's it really. I kind of monologue it. I don't yeah, I don't do all the preparation I used to do. Somehow after doing it 10 or 20 times, I didn't have to do a practice run through. Now I really literally put well, what I do now is at the beginning I kind of used to have the next vlog in my head for a few days and then kind of hone it down. But now when I think of something good to do a vlog about, I put it on a list. And then literally, now I don't vlog when there's other people in the house. I only do when I'm on my own. And it happens that these days I'm regularly on my own in the house every Wednesday. So then it has become my kind of vlogging day. And I literally don't really think about which one I'm going to do. I just look on a list then and pick the kind of easiest one or the most interesting one. I've got about 20 titles ready to vlog about. And I picked the most interesting or easiest one to do, and I kind of think about it probably for 5 minutes, like pop to the bathroom and think about it for 5 minutes. But I already kind of do the preparation as I go through my everyday life. Like when I think of the vlog, when I think about a subject, I often sort of start thinking about sort of articulating the vlog in my head, kind of thing. About 6 months ago, maybe less, I had a go at scripting videos, and it's pretty interesting. Completely different way to do it, and I wasn't completely happy with the result. I did eventually get my acting a bit better, so I was saying it like it was spontaneous. I kind of created a kind of auto cue from just typing my script in a very narrow column on Microsoft Word or a similar thing. In big writing, and I kind of scroll down quickly, so my eyes didn't go back and forth, like, because that really gives away that you're reading. So it didn't sound so much like I was reading, but again, scripting is a whole lot of extra effort, and there's something good about, if I do vlog, it is, I kind of keep it simple because I can't say really complicated things spontaneously. So in a way, it is kind of direct and simple. What I say is I kind of narrow it down to something I can remember, which kind of makes for good vlogging. Whereas when a script kind of gets my writing kind of gets convoluted and hard to, a bit less accessible. Anyway, those are my ideas about. Those are my sharing my. Techniques of monologuing. All the best.